Alright, hello, I am back. I just uploaded the video from yesterday. I cleaned up my channel a bit, and I decided to throw on some, uh, you know, branding that I came up with on the spot. I have now become YapperOnline, because for the time being, I will be yapping online. I'm just gonna skip this dialogue, I'm sorry. If you haven't played this game, you should. Don't watch me play the game, it's way better when you do it. But yeah, I haven't done much editing. I haven't done any editing to yesterday's video. I was surprised at the length. It came out to 12 minutes. A lot of yapping, to be honest. I didn't really listen, or rather re-listen to it. I don't like my own voice that much. I listened to it a little bit. I'm gonna try to speak more clearly, because that might be an issue to some people, especially non-native speakers. You know, I know it might be tough to understand people when they mumble, and I do have that issue. Also, this minigame is good. There's a lot of things I could yap about. I checked my community tab, and I saw that after I watched Sonny Boy with a friend, I made a community post about it, saying this is a great show for my fans, which is something I stand by. It's a fucking amazing show. I really enjoyed it. It's like a 10 out of 10 show for me. But, I don't know how much I want to talk about related to that show. I just think it's mysterious and good. And, you know, if you're interested in bottle movies, bottle media in general, if you're interested in very contemplative, you know, maybe lower tempo stuff, I suggest you give it a try. It is very good. Also, I'm fucking up this minigame. It's kind of, people don't really talk about this. Or I guess, I don't know, people say this game's easy. This game's like, you know, it was clearly aimed at like children. But, pretty good game regardless. I kind of found out yesterday that, you know, it actually takes a lot of focus to yap about something in a focused way. So I'm playing a game for little tiny fetuses. Still a good game though. I have some ideas, obviously, as last time. If you want me to play a specific game, you can suggest it, and, you know, I'll do the fucking dancing monkey thing. I'll hit the cymbals and I'll entertain you, right? Because I am the jester. But for now, I'm just gonna do this. Oh man, Potato Mine's so good in this, man. Downright overpowered, I could say. Also, the FPS counter is so funny. It's like so low res. I should probably try to cut out the black borders in the video, but I don't really care to right now. But generally, with this whole thing, video editing is, I think, going to be the most challenging part for me, because I've never done it before. But, you know, I've at least done a lot of talking. I've done a lot of playing video games, so I can rely on those parts. I should really note shit down so I can, like, yap about actual topics during these. I guess I could talk about Sonny Boy some more. Should maybe talk about PvZ. I did touch on it a little bit, but I've been loosely following the franchise for a while now. It feels like such a shame what they've done to it, because PvZ 1 is a banger, and then they made, like, PvZ 2 on mobile only, which I think could have been a pretty amazing game. It could have been one of the best mobile games, because it's a very low bar, let's be honest here. But they kind of just kept making it more and more pay-to-win, until it, like, became a parody of itself, really. Like, the recent plans they're releasing are just... They just look like garbage. They might as well be AI generated, right? And then... What else is there? I mean, the Garden Warfare games. The first two seem pretty great. I've played a little bit of the second one. By the time I got my hands on it, I was out of the target audience, you know, but it seems pretty great. This guy's... I'll just do this. I'll just stall him. I have the shovel, actually. I'll just use a walnut. I don't know why I'm doing that. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, Garden Warfare games seem pretty great. Then they did Battle for Neighborville, which is apparently bad. And now they're just doing they're doing PvZ3, which is like the sloppiest game of all time. I guess not really. When you compare it to real games, it's very sloppy. When you compare it to mobile games, it's way better than like your average. But it's still not great, especially compared to this game. They took the free port of PvZ1, they filled it with ads, and it used to just be free on the App Store, or not App Store, sorry, Play Store. Same thing, really. And PvZ2, they're not really doing anything with either. They kind of finished it, and they're just pumping more slop on top of that now. Pretty rough place for the franchise to be in. It is a shame, but hopefully someone will make a game that's like this. More like PvZ2, but like better, you know? I've seen people are making mods for PvZ2, but it doesn't look like any of them are very finished. And that is a thing I love about games. I love a finished product, you know? Current era of gaming really is very much against that. I'm not gonna go like old man yelling at cloud mode. I do like myself some live service slop too, but when it comes to having it finished, just really good, like really dialed in product, yeah, that's not really the priority anymore. If you want to make a lot of money, it's still a priority for a lot of like indie devs and stuff, and I do try to support them. I'm just gonna blow this guy up. Get that zombie off my lawn, bro. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do one more level, and then that's gonna be it for today's upload. And then I'll hit another one of these tomorrow. I know they're not very... There's not a lot of meat in these right now. It is really me just yapping online. But I think I touched on this last time too. I need to like do things, you know? I just need to get started. And this is very easy to do. And maybe someone out there will find it entertaining. It's kind of exciting. I've never really been big on social media and stuff. I've spent my life online. I've grown up online, but I prefer to just talk to people privately. So I've never really had a thing where I like, you know, I put something out there and anyone on the planet can just like come across it. It's really interesting to think about. That should just about pop. I've played this game enough to where I know a bunch of the like timings for zombie kills and potato mine. I'm a pretty goated Plants vs. Zombies player. Really been playing this game my entire life. I wouldn't say it's like one of my favorites, but it's always fun. It's really all it takes sometimes, you know? I've been thinking about doing Victoria for one of these videos. I'm not sure how well that would go over. I might just try doing like a recording and seeing how it goes. I don't know. There's a lot of things I could do online. There's a lot of places I could take this. Mainly, I really... See, this is the thing. A lot of people, especially nowadays, care a lot about money. I don't care that much about money, but I need to pay rent. I did like a corporate shitty job, and I'm currently on sick leave, technically. And I'm not doing it. But, you know, if I could make money off of doing shit like this, I'd be down for that. That's like a life, you know? I'd be okay with that. I don't need much money. Like, I just want to pay rent, I want to have food. And from there I can, you know, I can develop myself. It'd be cool. I guess that's why I'm doing this. I don't know. I understand that, like, you know, especially Western, like, 9-to-5 jobs were created because people don't, like, want to be restless. People don't want to be bored. People want to have purpose, and they want to have drive. But it doesn't work for me. I guess I'm just a special little sunflower, because I just don't... I can't mesh with it, you know? I can't do, like, the fake office jargon and all that shit. It sucks. I don't like it. People say that you have to, and that that's just life, you know, it's just sucking it up. And, you know, I agree for some things, obviously a lot of stuff that does apply to, but for work specifically, it's just so much time, you know? Work's like 20, what, like 40% of your life? Like, if you're doing a 9-to-5? I just can't imagine having to just, like, grit your teeth and suffer through all of that, because it's really so much time. I think with the eating time, that guy's gonna get stunned, but he might not. Also, I realized I'm not using the snow peas, so I'm just gonna do something a little unorthodox, and I'm just gonna start digging up my sub producers to put a bunch of snow peas down. But yeah, this gameplay is this gameplay might come off as rage bait, but you know, it's like those mobile game ads where people intentionally play the game poorly. I'm not trying to do that. I just am yapping at the same time. Online, you could say. Crazy. Snoopy is going insane. I guess something that's gonna expose itself as a flaw if I continue this is the fact that I like to be sparing with my language, you know? So I am saying whatever I can, but a lot of the time I prefer to just say nothing when I don't have anything to contribute. But in a video where people would ostensibly just come from my voice and personality, it's not gonna work super well. I don't know. I guess that's just something I have to get over. I kind of nailed this though. Like my defense shapes up so well on this level. Look at that. I could just go AFK right now, but I'm gonna get a rogue potato mice going. How about that? And some walnuts in front of him. Why not? For the swag, dude. Oh man. I've been thinking about doing like God, what's that game called? Nova Force or whatever? There's like a movement shooter that's really cool. I might play through that, to be honest. But it's just, you know, I gotta balance it. I don't really just want to be a gameplay channel because there's a lot of those online. There's millions of those online now, and they're all quite boring. I eventually do want to make things that I myself would watch. This is something I'd watch to fall asleep to, but it's not something I would pay full attention to. Which, you know, these aren't designed to like get your full attention. They're designed to be ran in the background. So I hope they're okay for that. I do eventually want to make, like, I suppose video essays, for the lack of a better word. I'll see. I've got a couple ideas. I guess really the thing I'm best at is writing, which ironically I've done basically none of in this entire process so far, but I'll get there. I might write some shit down for tomorrow's video. I will see. That has been enough for this episode, though. I bet I'm, like, above 10 minutes again. God damn, you remember when YouTube had, like, mid-rolls above 10 minutes? That was fun. Yeah, that's it from me today, and I will catch you again tomorrow.